All right. So for the last like 5 or 6 years or so, I've been running a mentorship program where I help barbers scale to 20 and 30K per month. Now, typically on this podcast, I'll do like a lot of mindset stuff, a lot of business advice overall. But on this podcast, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to be utilizing video. So if you're not on Spotify, you listen on Apple Music, right? You're going to need to be able to get on Spotify to actually watch the video portion of this thing, because I'm going to do I'm going to do four, business review breakdowns of barbers' IG pages and like give them business advice based on their Instagram page on where they need to go inside their business. So it's going to be the same thing on Spotify. It's going to be no bullshit with deluxe. Same thing as on Apple Music. So if you're not listening to it on Spotify, again, you will not be able to see the video. Now, just so I can give you guys some like context as well too. For the last 5 years, we've been working with barbers like Cam Doe, who actually cuts in Hawaii, who we scaled up. He's making about 5 to 6K per month. He's now doing well over 20K per month, booked out months in advance. And he was also under sub 10K followers on Instagram, which now on Instagram, he's over 861,000 followers, all from implementing what we do on a social media, getting millions of views and eyeballs seeing his business, getting hundreds and hundreds of new clients each and every single month. Also, we've helped barbers like Jericho Karada, Jerry Cuts on Instagram. All these guys are on TikTok as well too, and probably have bigger profiles on TikTok. But Jerry Cuts, he came to working with us about 12 months ago, making about 8K per month, but he was stressed out, charging about $60 a haircut, didn't really know how to scale up or get new clients into the business. He had a decent business. His social media content was working, started working with us. We got to convert on higher paying clients, which got him to all of a sudden hit his first 20K month just last month, charging over $100 a haircut, where he's more stress-free, has more time to spend with his wife and spend with his newborn baby. And barbers like Ty Nguyen Steady Cutting on Instagram, again too, was under 10K followers when he first started working with us overall. We helped him scale up on Instagram, over 466,000 followers. He was making about 9K per month, charging about $35 a cut when he first started working with us. Now he's charging well over $100 a haircut, making over 30K per month. And again too, getting millions and millions of views and new eyeballs seeing his business, booked out 3 months in advance, getting over 355 new clients in 1 month. And I say all that to say this: the advice I'm going to give to these barbers, these 4 barber pages, are going to be exactly at least of what I would do if I was going to be working with them, the next steps, and equally cuts out all the guesswork on what they need to be doing next or really focus on in order to start getting to their goals in their what are they willing to charge, or what do they want to make income wise inside of their business. And here are the results to prove that. We have the track record, the longest track record in the barber industry of doing this over and over again, no matter if it's in the US, Canada, Australia, Romania, Europe, wherever. So to start off, we actually have a younger barber. His name is Ves Cuts, as you see by the page right here. He has about 69, great number, followers on Instagram. Dude, just shut the Instagram down. Keep it right at those followers right there. Let me bring up his business stats. So he DM'd me. He's charging $10 right now. He's going to move to $15 next week. And he said he wants to charge 30 and 35 the next 12 months. I said, fuck that. I said, we need to be able to get to a $60 price point, and goal income around 75K per year. He said his goal income is around 50 to 60K per year. And wants to be charging 30, 35. He's 17 years old. So when I look over his page, number one, we have a couple things. Like, let's start with the bio first. It's always what I want to start off with whenever I'm looking at a barber page. So I would never, ever want to see a barber have a logo as their profile picture. I need something of you, because if I'm going to be investing in business or like looking to get a haircut from you, I need to see you on the profile picture, okay? And you can make it very simple. You can see some of our guys like Ty Nguyen, again too, profile picture of himself. Jericho Karada, profile picture of himself, his face. Same thing with Cam Doe. Cam Doe, really nice picture as well. I need something like that on your page, okay? So take a picture. It could be like, again, to something you take your iPhone overall, could throw it up, make sure somebody takes the picture for you, make sure it's not like a mirror selfie or anything like that. The name is all right. We look at this, Vaughn Barber Gabriel, this is fine. Woodbridge, Ontario, $10 for haircuts, cash and ET only. First haircut is free. I don't really know about this per se. What do we say that he's doing right now? I actually don't have an income of what he's making right now. But I wouldn't again, too, if it's for content, depending on how much you charge. And this is what I would say. You could do free haircuts if you're doing, like, let's say under, 10 haircuts per week, because it's my opinion, like, if we're able to get more than 10 haircuts per week, we have more than enough clients to cut to make content to produce more new clients in the business. If we have under that, right, then I'll be like, all right, let's do some free haircuts to get people in. But if you're over 10 haircuts per week, I would say don't worry about like charging or doing free haircuts. Instead, focus on producing more content, because again, too, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos right here. So last one was on January 8th. It's currently February 2nd. The first video was on November 30th, 2024. Okay. So what else do we got? To refer a friend, get a free haircut. I wouldn't do the refer a friend, get a free haircut thing. Again, only if you're under 10 haircuts per week. If you're over, I would just say $5 off, because right now for you, that's like 50% off. It's a pretty good deal at the end of the day. I wouldn't do a free haircut, okay? Because you still want to be able to get paid. You got to remember, like, we are a business. And I know some people are like, oh, dude, I built my business off free haircuts. I get that. But, like, content has changed the game for each and every single one of us. And, like, for a lot of barbers, like, who say do free haircuts, they didn't come up in the social media like gold rush that we're having currently right now. They came up 10 years ago, and 10 years ago, absolutely, right? Do free haircuts, because like, how else are you going to get people in if you're not in a walk-in shop or whatever? You got like slow ground and pound type thing. Free haircuts are a great way. But with social media, it's like, for me, as long as we have enough clients to record content and we're good at recording and posting content, we're solid. And then book your appointment below. So I would take out one of these things in here. I would take out the $10 haircuts overall. Because again, too, when people click on your booking link, once I click this, they'll be able to see it's $10. So I would just take that out to save yourself a line, because if not, like, I don't see the last little line right here at all. Okay, I have to click for more. So just take out the $10 haircut thing. You have your booking link, which is going to allow people to book with you, which is good. Now, if we look at, like, let's say the content. Now, the first thing I'm always going to say, especially like when you are starting out, like, all you have is time, right? All you have is time to like post content, put reps in, put shots on the board. If you're not posting like at least bare minimum 1 per day, like in like you could even do multiple per day if you really want to, right? Because like it's just about volume for you right now. Like I would just start getting out content. And like when I look at this, it was January 18th. This was January 14th, so 4 days prior. January 8th, which was about 6 days prior before that. January 5th, 3 days before that. And then November 30th, which was like a month and some change before that. So I want you in the month of February, from this podcast on, I don't care if it's like a whole entire video like this, like what you're doing right now, with like the actions and stuff like that. I don't care if it's just like a showcase, honestly. Like, in my opinion, when you're just starting up, you just need volume. Like, you need volume, and you need to tag all your clients, and you need to get them to repost you overall. So that's going to come down to a couple things, right? So with this showcase, like, that's going to be the thing that's going to drive the most amount of conversions on this, okay? And what the showcase is this image right here at the very end. Now, you need to focus on one skill set. Now, whether that skill set is either lines, it's either your styles, or it's going to be beard. Now, the guy doesn't have a beard, right? Now, he doesn't really have a lineup either, so it's going to come down to the styling. So you really got to weaponize this thing and show this off. Now, do you think that this angle shows off your styles the best, or does someone like, we'll go to like, let's say Josh OP, because I think he has some of the best styles. So Josh OP, right? And even if you're like, oh, but he's cutting forever, I don't care, right? End of the day, I want to see someone who does a haircut really freaking well, and have my haircut match up to theirs. So if we look at this versus, let me just bring this over here, this versus this, right? Which one looks a lot better? Now, of course, one is a fade, one is a taper, one is a beard, one doesn't, I know. But I'm looking at the style. Of course, this. Why? It's much more in tune, right? It's not all over the place and kind of flailed all over the place. It's much more dialed in. Now, does this mean you have to, like, all of a sudden, like, pay a bunch of shit to, like, do a hands-on course on how to style hair? Absolutely not. There's freaking YouTube at the end of the day, okay? Now, I would just make sure that all of our haircuts that we're posting, it looks like we're doing like a lot of these textured fringe or, like, curls haircuts. Like textured fringe. This is like more of a textured, I wouldn't even call it textured fringe, a textured blowout, I guess. But it's like these like curly hair, like type of cuts overall. So that's your thing. Now you gotta think, what is the weapon in business or weapon in marketing that I have to like really like put out there? It's gonna be your styling with this thing, right? And again, too, it just comes down to make sure you have the right product, using the right product for that hair. Make sure again, too, you style this thing to perfection, the way it needs to be done. And that has like and then make sure you get really good angles. So if we look at like, let's say somebody like Josh OP, this is a great angle, right? Of like, we can see the overall aesthetic. We can see the hair to the head shape overall. It's a black and white one. Where's another? He does like some eccentric stuff as well too. Like here's another great shot again too, to be able to see like the shape. It's all about the shape towards the head, right? As long as the shape, and what I mean by shape is like, if I pause this, look at my little cursor right here, right? When I talk about shape, it's this thing. The outer rim of this, that makes the head look, that makes it fit like perfectly on the head shape, okay? If I was to do that on your video, like we have a blup right here, it's kind of blup right here, goes down, another blup right here, goes down, another blup right here. It's kind of like uneven, you know? And like we're just spinning the client. Never, ever, ever spin the freaking client in the chair whatsoever. So let me go back here. Yeah, we're kind of just showing off the whole haircut. I'd never want you showing off the entire haircut. What I want you to do is just like pick one angle that shows off your haircut the best. Not that one. This one doesn't look terribly bad. I think the lighting makes this thing look, the taper look a little bit blown out the way it should be. This is way too dark. The lighting is not good on this one. You see how you have so much lighting on this? I need another light source right here to really brighten this back part up. And you see how just everything looks uneven right here? Again, too uneven. And you're spinning the client. Never spin the client on this one. Look at this. Okay, cool. Not the showcase we want to show off first. We always want to show off the best showcase that shows off our whole entire haircut and our weapon off the best. All of these, not the best because, again, too, it's not the best angle. Maybe this one, but even then, it's like we have some shadows and dark spots on this cut overall. Okay? This one, I can't even see, like, the kid's hair. He's just, like, chewing gum aggressively, fixing his hair. I can't even see anything at all, right? There's no showcase in this whatsoever. And what I mean showcase, I'll go with Ty Nguyen, right? So if we look at, like, let's say Ty Nguyen, look at his showcases. So, ooh. This right here is a showcase angle. So this is before, after. This is what I want. This is not what I want whatsoever, right? Guys just chewing gum aggressively. Or like you spinning him in the chair. No, siree, don't do any spins. Like, look at the difference between this and this, right? I can see more of this taper. The lighting's really good. The shape, I could see that as well too. The styling is really good as well too. This right here, the shape doesn't look good right here. It's kind of blupped out. We have this flare off right here. Again, it's not a terrible haircut, dude. You're just starting out, but you can do so much better than this at the end of the day as well too. Never spin the damn client. So that's going over at least client conversion. I make sure you never spin the client. Get your lighting solid with this as well too. Make sure there's no dark spots. Only focus on one thing. Now, when we are looking at, like, let's say, the background, right? As you can see, like, you're cutting in a garage. Now, it's not the worst thing, right? I've helped South Bay Chris scale up from like $4K a month all the way to $20K a month, cutting out of his parents' garage. So you can do this in the garage, okay? Now, how you set this up and how you make this look is all going to come down to your presentation. So when you do a presentation like this, what I would recommend that you do is, like, get a white backdrop or something. Like, let me see if I could find. Let me try and find one of our Wavy Davy. So, Wavy Davy. No. There we go. Wavy Davy. Cuts in San Marcos, Austin, Texas area. Okay. Now he cuts in a barbershop, but what I want you to see is, like, this, like, before and after of, like, what it looks like. So again, too, he has a white backdrop, right? So I would want you to get a white backdrop like this. Now watch the before and look at the after. White backdrop and RBG light or RGB light, whatever one it is. I always forget the name of it. But shooting right at this backdrop overall to give it some color, right? That way it illuminates this thing overall and have really good ring lights that are lighting everything up, right? Everything's off. Boom. That thing just pops so freaking well. Boom, pops so freaking well. If you do that on your setup here, again, to get your lighting, make sure it's not reflecting so crazily. Get a white backdrop, so again, to it blocks out all this stuff, or even just like a white, like not even just like a white backdrop, but something that just blocks off like all of this like garage door. So it makes it just look a lot more legit overall. You will be so much better off with this. In my personal opinion, with the lighting and your setup, you're going to look so much more professional that way. Now, when we go to content, okay, you're doing some pretty effortless content right now. I wouldn't say like to do anything else that's crazy, right? Like to add anything else in. Like you're doing some action clips right here. Action clips are all about hair falling off, not like watching your typical haircut process. Let me see. Is that the only action video we have? We have action video right here. Okay. So when you're doing these action videos, right? never show off like your typical haircutting process. Like I think you're doing a tutorial. Like you got to focus on like the hair falling off and creating really satisfying actions at the end of the day. Like a lot of this is like we're just kind of going step by step and we're kind of staying in the same place. As a viewer, I'm swiping off. Now, if you're going to do this, skip some steps. You don't got to show the entire haircut process because remember, it's not about the viewer want to see you cut hair. It's about the viewer's experience getting entertained or getting satisfied by watching this video. And that's not going to happen by you showing off your regular haircutting process. What you really want to focus on is get through this thing as quickly as possible. Like honestly, and cut your videos down to like 25 seconds max. Like the video's done at 25 minutes. Like get to your showcase by second 13, 15. That's going to make you so much more dialed in on these action videos to only keep like the meat and potatoes in this thing so you're not adding a bunch of stuff in. Equally, I want you to start posting every freaking day. You don't got to do anything super crazy with like these covers. Like whatever takes you the most amount of time, like in your editing process, rip that out because like it doesn't matter right now. Like the editing, here's what I want you to think about. The editing is not going to make or break your video, okay? Your execution of the recording clips is absolutely going to make or break the video right now because like our action clips are not the best, okay? And even if we edit them up, it's going to be like we're just kind of like pulling teeth at the end of the day. I want you to focus on better action clips. I want you to focus on weapon. I want you to get a better backdrop as well too. And I want you to also start posting every freaking day. If you do those things for me, again, too, just to start off, in the next 90 days, you'll be making more money. And on the pathway to, again, to getting more clients in, to be able to scale to $60 a cut in the next 12 months, and getting that 75K plus. But you have to be able to do those key aspects. Without that foundation in there, we're not going to get there. Comrades, one last thing real quick as well, too. I just got this absolutely insane statistic overall. So for those of you who don't know, I run a company called the New Era Barbering where we help barbers scale to 20 and 30K per month. And I recently just ran some numbers, basically going over like what our average student does, which I think you'll be kind of blown away by and like kind of amazed. I saw these numbers like, no fucking way. So our average client adds an additional $12,174.09 to their annual income in the first 30 days. $12,174.09 added to their annual income in the first 30 days of working with our company. And we do this just by implementing our systems for marketing and tracking that have gotten our top clients results like Henry Hong, who went from 6K a month to 24K a month in just 12 months in Australia, or like Patrick Ho, who went from 2K per month to 14K per month in just 11 months, or barbers like Ty Nguyen, who went from 9K per month to over 30K a month in 12 months, and guys like Ivan Salazar, you might know him as Ivan the Great, who went from 0 to 10K per month in a brand new city and location in just 30 days with 0 walk-ins. Now, if you are a barber who is looking to grow your business and want to get one-on-one help like those barbers did, here's what you should do. So what I'll do is I'll leave a link down below to book a call with my team. So you can click the link down below, book a call so my team can review your business and show if and how we can help you scale your business. And we'll show a ton of social proof during that process to prove to you that our process works. So if you are someone who wants to throw gasoline on the fire and you are somebody who is actually ready to take action and ready to grow, what I want you to do is click the link down below, book a call with my team, make sure you hop on that call, and let's see if and how we can help you. Now, let's go over to our next one, which is going to be Christian Cuts. I don't think Christian got back to me on Instagram with a business breakdown. Just want to double check before I go any further on this. No, he did not. Okay, so we're just gonna give you like content. So I don't know what his goal is overall, or what he's charging. So I don't know if it's what's kind of currently going on. Now, for this Delaware barber, professional barber, perfect right here. Book a haircut with me. Link in bio. Perfect. Profile picture. I would rather not have like a mirror selfie. I would rather have like a face, something of your face, so I'm like I know who you are from the get go. Okay. Now, when I look at like let's say your content, we are posting like some before and afters, and then we have a couple consultations. So let's take a look at the consultations of what we're doing on this thing.
What makes you keep coming back, bro? It's like your third time back.
Yeah, I just like what you I like how you cut, bro, and I like how you fucking bitch. I have no idea, bro. I just come back, bro. I just come back.
You show love. You know?
Yeah, I show love. That's it.
Yeah. Any special occasion coming up, bro? Just gotta look fresh, right?
Yeah, you gotta look fresh.
Yeah, you gotta look clean.
Be on
Okay, so whenever we're doing a consultation, right? Because I think a lot of barbers are like wanting to do these things. Like when it comes down to a consultation, there's a couple things I want you to clean up. Number one, I don't know how many clients you are recording per day for a consultation, but I could tell like when you're recording this, we need to improve our skill and development around like asking better questions and running a better consultation. Reason being, if this was like, let's say you are like, let's say you do 5 haircuts a day, you record every single haircut as a consultation, and you should be recording every consultation about 3 to 5 minutes. If, let's say, this is the best one, we have a lot of work to do. I'm willing to bet this is not what you're doing overall. You're not recording that much content. So you're not getting the reps in, just like cutting hair, dude. At the end of the day, if you're not taking the reps in with content, know how to create content the best way possible, we're just not going to improve. Now, when we're going and doing like, let's say an edit on a video, okay? What we need to be able to do, and this is not like to how to make this video bang, but just overview of this thing. Like, let's listen to this again.
What makes you keep coming back, bro? It's like your third time back.
Yeah.
So you hear that like little pause right there at the very end. Let's replay it again.
Third time back.
That pause right there, right? Where you're putting the mic up to his face. I need you to cut that stuff out. That's called dead space to me. And dead space adds more time onto a video and slows the pacing down. You need to make everything so much more quick and speed back and forth. If we're looking like, let's say someone like Ty Nguyen, look how much speedier his responses are.
Oh my God. How long we been working with this, man?
Probably since about like October. It grows out pretty quickly. It's kind of like a test run for my brother's wedding and all of this. He wants me to cut my hair. So we'll see what happens. Let's go! So I have a picture of a cut you did. I don't know if this is going to work for my hair exactly.
With this hair texture, boy.
So it's so much more dialed into the point. It's not like this elongated thing. Let's listen to this again.
What makes you keep coming back, bro? It's like your third time back.
Yeah, I just like what you I like how you cut, bro, and I like how you
Like, because you always have to think, is a viewer or someone who's like viewing this video really going to enjoy watching this piece of content? Because again, too, it's not about you and your content and like what you want to put out there. It's about what will the market like, and the market is people on social media. So this right here, it's way too long. I would have scrolled off. Like the audio sounds a little bit off overall, which is no problem. We can easily fix that. Now, equally with this, if your question asking a little bit better, like you say, what keeps you coming back, bro? If you just cut your question right there and don't say it's like your third time back, it'll save you time on that as well too, to get to cut out to get right to his response. When you add like these little filler words at the very end, again, it makes the video long, which adds more time, which more time goes by. I'm like, why do I need to keep on watching this? I want to scroll off this video.
I have no idea, bro.
I would also recommend for anyone who's just getting into consultations, I always recommend to never be doing any, like, let's say, memes or any videos like this input into it, because it also adds more time. And typically when I see a barber do this, they're not placed strategically. They're placed just like to fill more time and make the video longer. And they don't add more to the video. Like what Ty does, everything he puts in there adds and improves the video. This actually, again, too, adds more time to it, to something I didn't really care about. It's like the memes and the sounds and all that stuff are a supporting factor to the video, but like they're not the main thing. And a lot of barbers trying to make them the main thing overall.
I just come back, bro. I just come back.
You show love.
Okay, so let's take a look at like the showcase. Let's actually mute that thing. So right off the bat, okay, this is like before, this is like an after. Okay, so right on the after, like I don't even like really see the haircut, I just see his face. So how, as a new potential client, like, and I have to stay all the way to the very end of the video to even see the showcase. Easiest thing for you to do, again, you should get to the showcase in the consultation by second, like 20 seconds, done with the consultation, go to the before and after. That way we can get right to the video overall and not have to wait to see this. Because again, too, the only way new clients can book with you is if they reached all the way to the end of the video. If they can't reach the end of the video because they scroll off because it was too boring, you've lost that person potentially. Now, let's look at this one.
How you doing? What you getting done today?
I'm good.
So right off the bat, no, you don't got to say, hey, man, what's going on? What's up? What are you getting done today? Just start off the video. What are you getting done today? And that's also going to prompt you whenever you're asking questions. Instead of adding all these filler words, it's just, what are you getting done today? Because it's all you're using it is for the video, right?
What's up, man? How you doing? What you getting done today?
Again, all that right there, not needed in the video.
I'm good. Great. For today, I think I'm gonna do the.
Yeah, and see, like we already took like all required us is like, what are you doing today? And then he hasn't even given his answer yet.
The mid taper.
Okay.
So what are you doing today? The mid taper. That's all we need out of that whole thing.
mullet.
The modern one.
The modern mullet.
Okay, that's cool, man.
Okay,
That's cool.
See, like you see how like the memes are just like they're just like it's not the main thing, right? And so they're just supporting, but that wasn't a supportive thing right there.
Do you want to keep some on the top, or do you want to like trim it up a little bit?
I'll take like a half inch.
Half inch on top.
So what you need to be able to do is like you're kind of like going through like you don't really know what to ask overall. Again, too, there's always three main questions: what are you getting done today? How'd you find me? And you got any big events coming up? You also have follow-up questions beyond that as well too to help build out the story. Okay. Now, what I would recommend for you right now, your next best steps, if you're doing these consultations, like I would, number one, easiest thing. Record every single client that sits in my chair as a consultation. The consultation, when I record it, needs to last 3 to 5 minutes. That when you need to stay in that place, and you should not talk about the haircut at all. Like, don't do a haircut consultation. The only thing you should ask about the haircut is what are you getting done today. Don't go into, okay, well, I see this, like, because I see barbers do that and they waste time to make a 3 to 5 minute video. But we're never going to use any of that. I want you to focus on questions that are going to give responses that are really good to build out a story on this video. Not so much like, again, to asking them like, what's up, how's it going, and like, what are we doing for the haircut overall, and then get caught up in the haircut. I think if you do that while still posting, this is 5 days ago, 7 days ago, I need one of these showcases posted every day as well too. We got to uptick this volume at the end of the day. Like this right here, this is your business, dude. We got to uptick this thing like all hell. All right, this just comes down to more reps, and again too, like better reps at the end of the day. Equally on this as well, look at your spacing and the way you're spacing your video for your consultation, and look at ties. You see how tie is in the middle of the screen? It's much closer. Like the client's shoulder or elbows right here, his elbows at this stage right here, ties right in the middle. You see how you're off to the side, your client's off to the side. It's kind of like this weird angle, and like there's like probably from halfway up with the screen, there's nothing here. I need you to recenter and refocus this thing to make it look a lot better. It will also cut out this lighting that's going to make that's making your quality of the content look really bad right now. So make those fixes for me, and you'll be on the right pathway right there. Now, let's go to Michael in Chicago. Let me see. So if I go Michael, I know you actually gave me your business results. Here we go. Okay. So Michael right now, he's at 80 for the cut, 100 with the beard. His goal is 150. I said, fuck that. We got to go to 200. We did not get a goal income or a current income, unfortunately, from you before I start recording this. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you my idea on what we need to do. So, of course, we have about 3,699 followers. Right here, fresh content creator, book with me. This is solid right here. Really good profile picture. This is what I like to see from profile picture, nice and clean. Now, we look at something like this. We have this, suite coming soon. Okay, so whenever I have something like this, right, for me, I don't mind us posting this type of content, but every single day, I at least need one piece of content that's driving new clients into my business. The way we drive new clients in the business is like our haircut videos with the showcase at the very end. Clean fucking work, dude. Like, your work is fucking superb. What I would say, let me see. Okay, so we just did that. Again, too, I don't mind you posting this stuff whenever you want to, but I would also recommend us to start posting more. Again, too, if we want to get to like, you have to think about this, dude. I think you probably like cut with Shorty, didn't you? I recognize this shop. But what you have to think about, right, is if the goal is to get to 200 a haircut and you're at currently $80 a cut, it's not impossible, right? But the only thing that's going to be different between then and now is your clientele. Meaning the clients who are with you here at $80. Not everyone's going to be at $200. Not for a bad thing. It's like they're gonna pay whatever price point they want, which should not hold you back as a business. Instead, you need to be thinking, okay, if clients are going to leave me, and clients leave regardless, even if you're going to stay the same price point. If your clients are going to leave you no matter what, right? You need to be focused on generating new clients in. How do we do that? By posting more of these videos. So if we look at this, we have 13K, 8K. Yeah, I need to see more uptick on like your actual barber content. Oh, you cut with Koki as well too. You know all the boys. You probably know Luna. This looks like Luna's shop as well too. Do you cut with Luna, dude? Okay, so when we're doing stuff like this, right? So like I like this overall, but you see how this is like how you typically cut hair, like this, like these short little things. When we're doing clips like this, I need a big chop, chop, and tons of hair falling off on this thing. I don't need like a little, I need chop, and tons of stuff hair falling off all the way through, okay? It's a pretty solid video, except for that one thing. Now, when we look at, like, let's say, our hooks, because, like, ideally, if I'm going to be working with you, dude, I want our videos, like, doing no less than, like, 200K plus on Instagram. That's going to come down really from the hook. So when I look at these videos, when we look at the hook overall, cool. Like, you got to start, like, testing out new, like, everything's kind of staying around the same level right now. We're not really getting that upper echelon of, like, even, like, elevated results. Let's see this. I got 19K. You need something that really stands out. Like, dude, is this you? Like, dude, I'm sure you know who Luna is, right? Like, Luna puts himself on videos overall. Like, he's kind of like the swag poppy type shit right now. Like, you got to fucking put yourself out there and make sure, like, 'cause I think you got that type of vibe overall with your content. 'Cause you're trying to go for that with this right here. This is solid. But, like, this is all going to be dependent on, like, again, to your style, the way you look, the way you dress. I think you need to, like, harp on the fact, like, dude, even if you were just, like, doing, like, wetting your hair and then bunning it up, like, dude, that's, like, easy view, like, easy viral video right there for yourself. And then go into all this stuff, easy. Now, when we go into this as well, too, I need this video to get in, like, much quicker than this. So we have 1, 2, 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 clips until we get to the haircut. On top of that, it took about 12 seconds. I need us to compress that time frame down to get to this part of the cut by like second 3 or 4, okay? Cut out a mass portion of that stuff, honestly. If you do that for me, your videos will get better results because, again, we're getting straight to the point. We're getting right into the video. A lot of times people like take way too long in the intro. It just needs to get right into the freaking video at the end of the day. If you do that, like, your 2 leverage points is, like, hook, get right into the video. Your intros and everything is, like, way too long. Get right to the haircut within the first 3 to 5 seconds. I want you to also be posting actual haircut content that's going to produce new clients in the business. Let me just check this showcase. This is a better first showcase. Now, I need better lighting right here to have a better, like this might be the one. This should be the first showcase. This one right here, holy fuck, dude. Don't, like, no, you shouldn't be even showing off any angle except this one. This one goes so hard. The hair is so dark. That fade right here looks so crisp. Really, really solid. I need clips like that on your showcase every single time. If you are able to get, like, a really good intro with a really good hook shortened down with a really good showcase at the end, these things, you'll produce more new clients. Again, you have to be new client focused. If you're going to get up to $200 a cut and you can get to 20K a month, you have to get that thing down. Compress the start of the video, get that showcase to be only the best sides of it, and push content every single day to produce new clients in the business. I don't care if you're doing all this stuff as well, too. I like it. I enjoy it. You can do 2 posts a day if you really want to. But I need at least 1 per day that's producing new clients in the business. That way we're not wasting time. And I need us on this every single day. That's going to be your pathway to get up there. Now, this last barber is going to be, this guy right here. So Claudio actually sent me his business results. So Claudio currently is charging $40. His income's around 10 to 12K. He does about 30-minute cuts. Goal price point, not sure. Goal income level is 15, 20K per month overall. Okay, so does some pretty good cuts overall. Now, one thing I want to make sure you have, I know you have a book now button, but always put a link in here as well too, okay? I would also change up your profile picture, to make sure like you have a really solid profile picture. This goes hard, right? Change the profile picture to look really good like that. Now, we've got 932 followers on this, but our work is absolutely superb. As I'm looking through, is there anything that stands out as like getting great results? Okay, not really, right? We're about the 1K mark. So that tells me right there that we have some like issues, like let's say we're just getting people to even watch our videos in the first place. So let's take a look at some of the content we're posting. So we have that, which is like a showcase, action video, but it takes a while to get into it, showcase, BS showcase. Okay, so a couple things. Like I would still especially for you, dude. Like you have a great skill set. Stop doing like these showcases only. I want you to be doing either something like an action video, super simple for yourself. Okay. Now when we're doing videos, you see how we have like this reflection thing right here. I'd never want us to go on any light sources because this is going to make the video and the image look so doo-doo shit quality, okay? I need you to be pointed away from that lighting. That way we have really good, clean screen overall and camera phone, and that way we don't have any light coming in the screen. I also, when you're doing any of these like action videos, you need to stop thinking like a barber and this is your haircut process and you're showing people how you cut hair. I need you to think like a content creator. And I need you to have hair falling off at all times. Everything needs to be centered. Everything needs to have really good lighting overall. See how there's just no hair falling off? This is all right, but there was no hair falling off right there. It was a big trim removement overall. I would recommend, dude, get a freaking tripod. Get a ring light with a nice little tripod in there. I think I have one's in the next room overall. I don't want to get up, but like it's called a Loom Cube, right? Loom Cube. Let me actually like look this up for you. So you go to Loom Cube. It's this light right here, the Flex Light Pro. Dude, you make enough money to even buy this overall. It's $279. Easy thing. You have 2 great LED lights, a nice little gooseneck tripod iPhone holder right there. These are some of the best lights to use to record content on, in my personal opinion. If you have that and you can record content where you're not having to hold the camera and shake the thing, that's going to be in your best self-interest right now. Now, whenever we're doing a showcase, okay, especially online, like you're doing 30-minute haircuts, but I need you also to have this thing styled really well, okay? Add some product in here. It looks like the hair is still a little bit wet. Blow dry it out, add some product in, tease it. It's not the hardest thing possible, okay? Easy thing to do. Either add like a something that protects the hair, or you can add some sea salt spray if you want to. It might dry out the hair a little bit, but add something on there that when you apply heat, it's not going to damage the hair. After that, make sure you apply heat with a comb, like that way it's like nice and damp. Then you want to have a comb, either a rounded comb or something, preferably a rounded comb, with a blow dryer, and put that on high heat and blow dry and and pull the hair in a certain direction that you want to style it in. Once it's kind of styled out overall and you have a nice little shape to it, you want to add just a little bit of product, put that in your hands, apply the product, and really get that nice shape locked in there for yourself. With this, dude, you have a phenomenal skill set. We're just not like, let's say, even if the client doesn't want it like styled, it's for the video, dude, right? This is your business. You're marketing this thing. I want this thing to be looking like A1 all the freaking time. This is solid, but again, probably not the best angle because you can see right here we have like, it looks, because of like the lighting and the way his head is shaped, it looks like there's some wedges or it's not like faded out, even though it is. That's just how the camera reacts to like lighting and the head shape overall. So I want you to come from more of like this diagonal angle, because if you get that, it's going to like make that thing look so much better on camera. This is like, I don't even know what this is. Yeah, get out these lights in the background. Don't use any filters on the phone. Make sure, again, we have no light sources coming back directly into the camera phone overall. Do better action clips. That, for you, is going to be your game plan. Now, we have January 16th, December. Holy shit, dude. Dude, I need you to be posting at least once per day. I know you're doing a shit ton of work right now, but you need to be posting. Dude, block off one haircut. If you block off one haircut for 30 minutes, you take out one haircut that you're not getting paid for, and you put more time into posting content every single day, you will be able to get this, not only new clients in the business, you'll be able to raise your prices up, you'll be able to get new clients and like make more income at the very end of the day. I personally would take 30 minutes, one less haircut, in order to scale my business, to double my business from 10K a month to 20K per month any freaking day. One haircut, 30 minutes a day, which you're getting paid $40 for, right? I will take $40 out of my pay every single day to make 20K a month any day of the fucking week right now. That is what I want you to be focused on overall. So for you, again, too, make sure you have the link in right here. Make sure you have a better profile picture. Make sure we have better actions. Make sure we showcase our work really properly. Make sure we fix the lighting. And again, too, make sure we execute on our actions really freaking well. Post every single day, dude. It's going to be the simplest thing for you.